Hello everyone, I'd like to talk today in this fourth Seder at War segment about a mitzvah that we don't exactly enjoy, and that is the mitzvah of Maror. The Mishnah brings 5 different species that we can use for Maror, and the top of the list is romaine lettuce. Namely, the best possible Maror is romaine lettuce. Now many of you are thinking, but that's not so hard to eat. Bottom line is, you gulp it down, it's very easy to eat. It doesn't even taste so sharp. Indeed, maror means bitter, not sharp. Sharp is what we call horseradish, onions, radishes. But maror is not a mitzvah to eat something sharp, but rather to eat something bitter. And indeed, the Yerushalmi says, based on a medrash, that the most appropriate is romaine lettuce, simply because it signifies what happened way back when. Lettuce happens to be something that if you leave it in the ground and you take it out and you sell it in the stores, it's not bitter at all. But if you leave it in the ground too long, it does become bitter. That's precisely what happened when we were in Egypt. When we got down there and Yosef was the king or the vice president of Egypt, it was very sweet. It was wonderful to live down there. He took care of us. We lived separately in the land of Goshen. We couldn't have asked for better. But then things started to get hard. We were there for too long. We started to get comfortable, and things started to get bitter. And that's exactly what happens to lettuce if you leave it in the ground too long. Thus, lettuce is the most appropriate way to signify the bitterness at the Seder. I don't think this year there's any better way to talk about the bitterness we went through during these past 6 months. After all, for so many years, we here in Israel said, we can take it. We have an Iron Dome. We're able to take missiles. We'll live with it. But we waited too long. And because we waited too long, our enemies sensed it and then attacked. They said, you can take missiles, no problem. We'll attack even harder. And they did. And the tragedy was terrible. Therefore, we have to learn the lesson from maror and from lettuce. Don't wait too long. Don't go ahead and see threats as just words. They mean something. And from this perspective, the most appropriate, suitable, is to take the lettuce and not the horseradish. Take the lettuce and say, just like lettuce, we can't wait too long for it to become bitter.